Back in follow-up segment tonight, trying to pass some kind of new gun laws. 4 measures defeated yesterday in the Senate. The issue is really extremely partisan, so it's very hard to get 60 votes to do anything in the Senate on it. New CBS News poll, not good news for the pro-gun folks. When asked, do you favor stricter laws on guns, 57% of Americans say yes. 11% say they want more lenient laws. 29% want the laws kept as they are. Do you favor federal background checks on all gun buyers? 89% of Americans favor that. Just 8% oppose. And finally, do you favor a ban on assault weapons? 57% favor, 38% oppose. With us now here in New York City, David Webb. There's a radio show on Sirius XM. Mike Gallagher, nationally syndicated radio talk show guy. Okay, Gallagher, 89% want registration of all firearms when purchased. Do you want that?
Well, nobody says no to that. It's a solution that's searching for...
I think the NRA has a problem with that, slippery slope and all that.
But it's a solution that doesn't match the problem.
Well, wait, I don't want to get into gun philosophy here.
It doesn't match.
Do you favor the federal government, all right, imposing a law that says if you, Mike Gallagher, go in and buy any kind of gun, they have to know you have it and what kind of gun it is?
Yes. I don't favor that. I'm not opposed to that.
I'm opposed to it. I don't believe we should have a registry of gun owners. We already have background checks. We already have a federal firearms licensing.
But 89% of your fellow citizens disagree with you.
Well, I disagree with them on the basis of the slippery slope, but also because what's going to solve?
Okay, look, again, I don't want to debate gun control here.
Right.
That doesn't get us anywhere. People are watching have made up their own minds. I want you to project out of yourselves now. 90% of the country wants gun registration. You don't.
This is
do you say maybe I'll rethink this because so many people want it?
No, because in fact CBS went and took 1,001 adults nationwide and made a poll. That is not really 90% of the country, and we have processes in place that we need to shore up.
So I'm for doing that.
Bill, it seems fair to be able to say, would what's being asked apply to what happened in Orlando? Would it happen to what happened in Newtown?
It's speculative.
But it's real. I mean, expanded background checks.
Those kind of questions are speculative. What I'm trying to get at is the American mood. Now, I will grant you both that when you take a poll 2 days after Orlando, you're going to have white-hot emotion.
Right.
And the poll is skewed. I don't think it's 90% who want registration, but I do think it's an overwhelming majority. So if it is an overwhelming majority of we the people, shouldn't Congress respect that? David.
The Congress, as our representatives, should uphold our Constitution, not always popular response.
All right, so they shouldn't respect the will of the people.
No, the will of the people, there are representatives, but the Constitution still stands. And the Second Amendment protects our right to own a gun lawfully.
It's not a matter of owning, it's a matter of registering like a car.
And that's why most Americans think that's reasonable.
No sane person, and you hear me on The View, no sane person would ever vote for a ban of all guns so Americans would be disarmed in a nation of 320 million people. That's insane.
But a lot of those people who come up with this gun registry, predominantly on the left, like Jim Clyburn and others,
and you believe in the slippery
guns.
slope that they're going to come. Okay.
It's also reasonable.
No, I don't think they're going to confiscate the guns. That's not going to happen.
That's a paranoid. All right, let's get on to, I call them big guns, and then I get the gun nuts writing to me. You don't know anything about guns, O'Reilly. Oh, yeah? You want to...
Is that how they say it?
Okay. So big guns, because if you say assault rifle, it's just not really an assault rifle.
No, it's not.
Right, and all that. And I don't want to get into that. But guns that have big clips, that carry lots of rounds, so you can go in and kill 50 people in 10 minutes. All right? Most Americans do not want those guns in the marketplace. What do you say?
I say that if you took that 9mm and reloaded those clips, you could fire at a faster rate, kill more people in there. The optics are the long gun.
So you don't want to ban any big
because
magazine
one, it's not an assault rifle. Two, that 9mm has 15 rounds that it can fire. Change the clip and do it again.
America doesn't have the stomach for going down a list of the kinds of guns the government is going to ban.
Who decides?
And it happens over and over again.
And that's a good point, because in order to make this a fair debate,
right,
Congress would have to say, here's the gun.
Right.
Here's what the gun does. Should we have it legal or not?
Right. You want Nancy Pelosi deciding that?
Just like hand grenades and mortars and other things that you can't sell.
If the terrorists had blown up the nightclub, there wouldn't be a national conversation about gun control. We wouldn't be sitting around saying, what kind of gun?
No. In Chicago, Illinois, there are so many dead in the street because of gun violence, and they have very strict gun laws. This debate has to happen. Gentlemen, thank you very much. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.